Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Watch Me Wrench with your host, Mr. Wrench. Finally, we're back. I had to put things on hold for a while because of this global issue that we're all going through. But enough of that. Why is the car backwards on the lift? That's never a good sign. Well, it's actually a good sign. It's not a good sign for my wallet, but it's a good sign for me. So what are we doing? Well, we're going to be changing a lot of stuff in this engine bay. So why don't we go over to the bench, because I have some goodies on the bench and it's been a while. So let's head over to the bench now and see what we have. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. A Continental Elite Poly V belt. No, that's not one of the goodies. So why did I get another belt? Well, I don't know if that's the right size. I took a guess, but we'll figure it out. So what do we have in here? Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Jewelry. This is a ZPE Industries Griptec 3.7 belt for the Procharger. So we're going to step down the pulley size once again. We're going to go from a 3.85 to a 3.7. Maybe get another pound and a half of boost out of it. And blow up that stock bottom end LS3. No, just kidding. Well, probably will, but we'll talk about that later. So what's interesting about this is that this has actually got a texture. And it might even be machined or like laser etched. I'm not sure how it works, but it has a lot of bite and a lot of grip to it. And also what's unique about these Griptec pulleys is that it's a two-piece unit. So this center portion here will actually stay attached to the blower. So if you want to do a pulley swap, you just have to undo these outer Allen key bolts, pop this off, put your other pulley back on. However, that's not really going to work on my setup because I've got a Procharger with a A&A Corvette's Procharger bracket, and the only way to get the belt on and off with this setup is to actually have to remove the blower. It's a real pain. But in the name of horsepower, that's what us gearheads are willing to do. Let's go back to the bench. So we're going to be adding more boost. And to help that boost, we have some other goodies here. Check that out. Let's start with the smaller box. You guys probably saw this sticker before. And what do we have here? This is a Nick Williams 103mm electronic throttle body. That's the part number. Check this thing out. This is a work of art. Holy cow, look at the size of that thing. That is massive. This thing is beautiful. This is machined from a single piece of billet. Look at that. Most importantly, made in the USA. Wow. This thing is huge. So the OD from end to end is 4 1/4. The ID, the inner diameter, is 4 1/16. It's massive. And here's a WD-40 can, just to give you some perspective. And look at that. Thing is huge. I could put my whole fist in there, no problem. Plenty of room. Look at that. It's massive. So this will help that boost flow through. The stock LS3 manifold is actually the best stock GM LS manifold when it comes to flowing. And I believe the opening is 92 millimeters. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is 92 millimeters. I don't know what how big the stock throttle body is. Maybe it's 92 also. I'm not sure. I don't think it is 92. I think the LS7 is 92 millimeters, the stock LS7 throttle body. I don't know, but this car has some of the LS7 parts on it, so, you know, from the factory, so maybe that one is the same as the LS7. But the LS3 is the best manifold of all stock LS manifolds. However, this 103 millimeter won't work. But what's inside this box will work with that. So you can probably guess what this is. I haven't opened this yet. It's my first time. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the Fast LSXR 102 millimeter intake manifold for an LS3. Let me put the phone down. Let me get this out of the wrapper in the box. I'll be back. Alright guys, so here it is out of the box. This thing is really nice. This is made of some advanced polymer plastic, so it's heavy duty. It's a two-piece manifold, and it has, what's unique about this, it has interchangeable runners. Let me see if I can turn the flash on, get you guys a view of the inside. Hold on. Alright, so here's what's unique about this intake manifold. This has the long runners, which is ideal and best for my situation. You can see the runner arrow going through there, goes all the way around, and then down and out into the cylinder heads. Very impressive design. They have these are the long runners. It has a medium length runners, and then it has short runners. I believe the short runners are just strictly for race. That's high RPM applications. Now I've done a lot of research, and this manifold is the very best performing aftermarket intake manifold. I've watched so many videos, so many dyno tests on all the manifolds, and this one performs the best. Hands down, no questions about it. I really wanted to get one of those sheet metal intakes that a lot of guys run. You know, they have the little short runners here, but those absolutely stink, and they kill maybe 30-40 foot-pounds of torque, and they don't perform well. Now, some people get those really big, tall, like Holley high ram intake manifolds. Now, those work good. However, that manifold on my car would actually reduce the power and torque. Those big manifolds are only good if you're going to be revving your engine past 7,000 RPM, about 6,800 and higher. That's when those manifolds kick in, and that's when they work best. But for someone like me who doesn't, you know, I don't take the motor even close to 7,000. This is the best intake manifold on the market for my setup. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that looks nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow. Now, you could get this in black. It's $50 more. I wanted the polished one. And only because for me to start blacking out everything in here would probably be too much. I mean, the supercharger's polished. The air intake tube is polished. The charge pipe is polished. So I figure you'll have polished charge pipe, the black coupler, I'll have to change that, polish throttle body, and the black manifold. Now that Fast manifold does present some issues. Nobody can tell me if my Holley fuel rails will work on this. Worst case scenario, I'll have to buy the Fast fuel rail kit. By the way, there's the part number for this manifold. So that's one issue. Now, another issue is I might not even be able to use the intake or the throttle body. Let's go over to the car, and I'll explain why I might not even be able to use it. Because of that right there. See how there's literally no room? So I don't know if that fast manifold will push the throttle body more forward, or if it's going to end in the exact same spot as the stock LS3. I called, what was it, RHS manufactures that? I called RHS and they said the throttle body should be in the same exact location. Now the new throttle body doesn't have this snout here, so I don't have to worry about that snout, but I'm just worried that the housing might come in contact with that. I could grind it a little bit. There's not that much meat down there, but it should work. It should clear. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some measurements from the new one and this old one, just make sure. But I think after looking at it now, I think it will clear. The Nick Williams 102 throttle body, which he doesn't make anymore, is identical to this one. It has this snout. Now they don't make the 102 millimeter one anymore. They only make the 103, and it's the newer style. It's like the throttle bodies, like the ones you see on like the ZL1 Camaros. That's where that design came from. So what I'll do is I'll wind up taking all this off, and I'll just do a test fit. I won't bolt anything up, because once I bolt them down, then I can't return it. So that's my only concern, is that it's not going to fit. But it should. And if it does touch, maybe I could just clearance it a little bit, the bracket. So that's it. And I'm hoping to make other changes. I don't have, I'm going to order some more parts. I don't have any other parts here right now. So I'll do the test fit, make sure everything fits. I won't bolt it down. And then I might dive deeper into the engine. But we'll talk about that later. And later on I'll discuss some possible future plans. We'll see. And I can't go spending money like crazy. We're hitting winter time now here in New York, and we still have that global issue that we're dealing with. And if I get shut down again, it's going to put a hold on everything once again. So for now, I'll have some content. We'll start throwing some parts together, and that's it. So hopefully you guys like this video. I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys are happy to see me back. And I guess that's it for now. I mean, I didn't even get to race the car once and use my trailer. It's been sitting in storage for a year now. I only drove the car maybe a few hundred miles this summer. This was a really bad time for me. This global issue really impacted me really bad. So starting to recover a little bit now. Hopefully we don't get shut down again. And that's that. All right, guys. So again, I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys are happy to see me back. I've been dying to make a video. I just didn't have any content, and I didn't want to make BS. So hopefully next video we'll start tearing this thing apart. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you click the like and subscribe button, I really appreciate it. And leave a comment down there for me, please. All right, guys. See you later.